What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Life to Dance podcast. I'm your girl, Trey Culata. Let's give it up. Woo, 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 woo. But seriously, though, thank you for pressing play, supporting the channel, and supporting my mission to help as many people as possible live their most authentic lives and be their most authentic selves and work through all these crazy emotions and feelings and behaviors that we tend to have as humans, because it's a fucking crazy world out there. So again, thank you for pressing play. Today we are talking about whatever it takes, because I am in, I guess, what I'll call the eye of the storm of this huge yet small project that I've been working on over the past couple of years. It's taken me almost 2 years to get to this point, along with the help of my amazing business partner, and my partner in life, my husband. And I mean, I feel like over the past week, I have cried more times than I have in the past year, because it's just been so stressful and so overwhelming and so many moving parts. And I've been, working every single day. I just had to defer my traditional Mother's Day to a different day because I had to be working on Sunday, this past Sunday. And it just got me to thinking, you have to do whatever it takes. You have to do whatever it takes. When you really want to achieve something in your life, you have got to have a whatever it takes mindset. And so my question to you is, do you have the whatever it takes mindset? I mean, and I even have that song from Imagine Dragons stuck in my head. Whatever it takes. Oh, right? Whatever it takes. Because I'm just like, that is what I cannot defer from the path. Like at this point, we're too pot committed to turn back. So I have to do whatever I have to do in order to hit my deadlines and make shit happen. And this is not the first time in my life that I've been faced with this kind of a challenge. It's just a different kind of a challenge. And it's the biggest one I've ever undertaken in my life. But I mean, if I rewind back to going through the divorce with my husband, who suffered from drug addiction and was abusive and all that stuff. Not so much physically abusive as verbally abusive, but just to be clear. But, I had to escape with my kids and basically kidnap them and then rebuild my life. And I was in all this debt and I wasn't working. And so in that moment, I've got 2 little babies and I'm like, dude, like you have to do whatever it takes to get out of the debt and to provide for your family, for your daughters, right? Like you can't just fucking give up. So I applied for all the welfare. I got all my credit cards into consolidation, which was like another separate mortgage or rent payment on top of the already high rents that we have out here in Colorado, in Denver anyway. And then I was working 2 and 3 jobs, sometimes working at night and then going and getting the kids at 6 a.m. and, getting them ready to drop them off at school so I could go work my day job. Like it was fucking berserkers. But at the time, all I could see was think to myself was, I will do whatever it takes to get my life back on track, because I had to do it for those kids. I had a very strong why. And in this case, sorry guys, I'm getting a little mushy gushy. Verklempt. For all my older listeners and viewers out there, you know what I'm talking about. Coffee talk. So anyway, the big why is financial freedom. And although right now I do not feel financially free, I feel financially fucking strapped, because every single cent that I have is going into this project. So universe, if you're listening, mama needs a slam dunk, but I know it's coming. But when we're in the thick of it, sometimes it's hard. And I have been feeling a lot of overwhelm, but I've been feeling so much overwhelm that it was starting to almost take over as my default emotion going into the day. And me being the hyper aware person that I am, I'm like, okay, and all the things that I talk about on this podcast, I have to practice what I preach. So I have to pluck that weed out of my garden, that overwhelm weed, and plant a new seed of something that's more supportive, more loving, and more positive for where I'm at right now. Because otherwise I will buckle, and or you will buckle under the pressure if you don't do the same thing. If we are constantly living in this, with addicted to the emotions of stress and drama and survival mode, you're always going to feel stuck. And it's my mission to not necessarily never feel those emotions, but to move through them as quickly as possible and efficiently as possible. So again, after having basically an entire week of just feeling overwhelmed, I had to sit down with myself today and say, enough is enough. I surrender this to the universe so that they can reorganize it into something greater. What am I going to replace this with? And after going for a walk and clearing my head, the answer came, right? I created a void or an open space with which I could receive a new thought, a new emotion, a new message. And that message was whatever it takes. And now I am going to approach the rest of this 2 to 3 week sprint that I have ahead of me in order to get across the finish line with our cute, adorable little tiny cabin out in the mountains from a place of empowerment. Because when I say I will do whatever it takes, I fucking mean it. And when I say I will do whatever it takes, that automatically the words feel more empowered. So I'm instilling that feeling of empowerment into the cells of my body just by reframing the whole thing versus I can't handle it. I don't know what to do. This is too much. This is too hard. I actually was reading a book this morning and by Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural. And he put it in a really great way. And I'm going to share that with you now, because hopefully it'll resonate with you too. So often we're ruminating and obsessing over the worst case scenario, like what's the worst thing that could happen? And thinking about the worst case scenario, like why can't we obsess over the best case scenario? And I'm telling you guys, like that is part of my mission, is to figure out how to rewire my own brain and to help you rewire yours to where you become obsessed. You only obsess. We only obsess about the best case scenario so that we can attract the best possible outcomes. Because obsessing over the negative and ruminating over the negative only creates more of those chaotic brainwaves and frequencies that say that you're an energetic mismatch for abundance and prosperity, etc. Right? So, I mean, this is just one example. This is just one example of how we can do that. Because again, I've mentioned it before and I'll say it again. Luckily for us, we get to get lots of practice in because life is constantly throwing shit at us. And if you're working on something right now or working towards a goal and you're feeling stuck or you're feeling challenged or you're feeling behind, I have just felt so fucking behind. Like, and thinking to myself, when is it going to be my time? Like, I'm ready. I feel like I'm fucking ready. Like, why do I still feel so like I'm fucking walking and trudging through the mud? And it's in those moments where like I said, I had to just fucking give it up to the universe and say, you know what? I don't even care about how. I don't really care about when, because I know the when is soon. I just have to do whatever it takes. So I'm here to remind you that you need to do whatever it takes. Do you have a whatever it takes mindset? Because if you don't, I don't know how far you're going to get in this life in terms of feeling fulfilled and accomplished and all those things. And if you're not going for that, that's fine. But this is probably not the podcast for you. God. It felt good to get that off my chest, guys. I'm going to end it there because that's all I got for today. I love you all. If you got something out of this, please, I would encourage you to share it with somebody like-minded, because you could help change their mindset and motivate them. Because when we change the energy of the collective, we raise the overall frequency of everybody on this planet, and it's a beautiful fucking thing. So let's work together to make this world a better place. Share, like, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing. And until next time, let's dance.